So honey is got from the comb honey storaging room and brought to the honey processing room where it is processed. And here we go in the honey processing room. We have different equipment which is used for processing honey. Alongside us we have the honey press. Here it is. It's also used to process honey but in smaller quantities. And this method is called the pressing method, where honey is fed into this portion, and as it is being fed there, by use of this wooden material, we are able to put it here, and as we roll, it presses the honey, and the honey gets out from the process, and we are able to receive it from this outlet point into a bucket. Apart from the honey press, we have a manual honey extractor. Honey is fed into this extractor, and after honey being fed inside, it's later processed by rolling this bit of it. So as we are rolling here, the pressure which is inserted inside makes the honey splash out. So as honey splashes out, it settles down. And after settling down, it is also received through a tap.
This one works for which type of hives?
This one is basically, it's a manual honey extractor, basically for these other, the KTB hives. It doesn't apply more for the Langstroth, the frame hive, being it that there are no spaces for where to fix the flames. So it's specifically for the KTB, the top bar hives like the Kenyan and the Tanzanians. Yeah. Then alongside us we have an ADP melter. For it, these other methods are manual, but for it, it is a motorized machine used for processing honey. And here we go. After receiving our honey from farmers, what we do, we get the comb honey, we uncap it, and after uncapping it, it is poured inside here. Then after pouring it here, it processes. After pouring in the honey, the ADP melter has a mesh in a manner that when honey is poured on top of the mesh, it has a basement down, whereby it flows down, and after flowing down, it's later received through this tap, whereby you open and honey flows. After flowing and you have received, you again close it. After closing, you're in position to cover it up. So that's how generally it operates. And here are the switches whereby it is switched on. You turn it on from here, and after turning it on, you can feel the sound that it is now operating. And here you try to set the amount of heat at which you want the honey, that's like the heat which is used to process the honey. Because inside here you look at, we have like something propelling around. As it is propelling, the heat comes out. When the heat comes out, it's warm in a manner that it warms up the honey it warms the honey, and after warming the comb honey, it melts, making it easily go through the porousness of the sieve which is down here. So after honey has been received, for example, we have some bit of honey which we are just from processing. After this honey has been received from the ADP melter, as you look at it, it's not all that so pure. It looks like semi-processed. So this honey is later passed through a straining cloth, and after passing it through the straining cloth, it's later brought to this other room. So we have this honey which is from the straining cloth. So after receiving this honey, after putting it here, this is the pure, clean liquid honey. So this liquid honey, for it doesn't have too much, it doesn't contain that scum, like the scum we have after using the honey press, the manual honey extract, and sometimes the dripping method. So after receiving that honey, after bringing it here, probably we are in the honey packaging room, and in the honey packaging room, we have different tanks. So that honey we have seen there, the liquid honey is later poured in the settling tank. And in this settling tank, it contains a tap down, whereby honey, here we also pack from here honey. And this honey is packed in different containers according to different sizes. Containers, we have here these small bottles and jerry cans for different customers. Now from here, after honey has been packed, that's where we pick it and take it to the display point. And from the display point here, that's where our honey is being bought from by different clients. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a brief flow of our honey unit. But apart from the processing unit, the processing room, the packaging room, alongside here we have the beeswax portion. Here, that's where the combs are washed. And you can see a sample of wax. This is the solar wax melter. It uses sand. Here, maybe briefly, I can just explain. This is a solar AP wax melter. It uses sand to process the honey, to process the wax. So what happens is that we feed the empty comb on this plate here, and then down here we put our, we put this stainless steel molder. In that, when the wax is coming from here, when it is melting, it passes through these poruses. And as it is passing through, it goes here where later it settles. We pick it off and it cools out of sunshine, and then there you're able to receive your wax. We have our bucket for the straining clothes here. We have our some big buckets around, and all these buckets here, some are containing, these ones have gum.